everybody, welcome back to FNF Bar Talk. Me and Negative Robert down here with another drink review at the bar. Tonight we got the Whistlepig Gravestock. It's a limited edition Liquid Death collaboration.
So the Liquid Death, I'm new to that game. I mean, I've seen it, but I never partaken in that. So I actually tried a couple cans of tea version and the soda version. So this one, it's the traditional mountain water, I guess they call this, with the Whistlepig. So couldn't find too much. I had to go online, see if any reviews on that. So basically, it's how they've got it. Just a little key thing on that. They've teamed up with Liquid Death to create a unique limited edition. That one called the Gravestock. So basically, it's pretty much how they kind of mesh it in. With the fun and interesting portion is the flavor profile, because you know me, I love to do the flavor profiles on all the whiskeys and bourbons and whatnot, because I don't get it. So the nose, the aroma portion of it, warm and inviting with the notes of toasted oak, honey, and vanilla, hints of citrus and creaminess. And it says some reviewers mentioning marzipan and, get this, baked apples with cinnamon. I don't know about that. We'll find that out. Now, the palate, this is where the interesting portion comes in, because I'm all about how it tastes. We have smooth layers of wheat, sweetness, and rye spice, complemented by subtle caramel and citrus notes. And then some reviewers have also noted the flavors of white chocolate, candy lemon peels, and hazelnuts. That's a lot of... Come on. And then, of course, the finish. Me personally, I'm thinking there's probably going to be a burn in the finish, but, you know. Long, refined, and clean with a touch of charred oak, lingering warmth, and of course some reviewers describe notes of sweet tea with honey, white pepper, and almond cookies. So I'm wondering about the sweet tea and honey, if that is coming from the Liquid Death. But that is supposed to be the mountain water, so that's more of the soda, not the tea, so I wouldn't quite see how that would be in that. But other than that, I didn't really find anything, I guess, of when they actually started this. So, don't know how old it is. I don't know how long those reviews have been out. But, I mean, like I said, I've seen Liquid Death on the shelves. Never really paid much attention to them because, you know, I didn't think they were any good. But I have tried the teas. Teas are actually pretty good. The two that I've tried. But the mountain water, I'm assuming that is kind of like their version of a Mountain Dew.
I think it's just like sparkling water. I like the lid for this, the cork. It looks like a Liquid Death cap. That is awesome. And this thing's heavy. Feel that. Good Lord. That's like a pound.
Yeah, that's kind of like a roll of quarters waiting on that one right there. That is pretty nice. Yeah, that is nice. Just like a little pull tab at the top. Collector's edition. Yeah, definitely got some weight on that thing.
All right, so let's see what we can get from this bottle. And I've been kind of interested to try this because I like Liquid Death and I like collaborations with different bottles and companies, and you know.
It is a combination of...
It has a sweet smell to it, though.
Yeah, it does. It does have a sweet smell, but it's got a little burning smell if you intake a little too much.
It's 86 proof, so it's really not high octane at all. So, but cheers, folks. It's not bad. I mean, I'm trying to figure out what the tastes are, but I'm not getting cookies and stuff like that.
It is kind of sweet in the beginning. It is smooth. I can get the lingering portion on that. There is a burn in the back, kind of comes up to the nose. Um, no apples and cinnamon. I'm telling you that. There's none of that. Um, there could be.
I don't know. It's kind of a little sweet to me. You definitely get some rye in there because that's a spiciness from it. But it's
Yeah.
good. I actually really like this. And for being low proof, because I usually like 100 plus proof, whiskeys and bourbons and all that. But it's not bad. It's better than the Whistle Pig. Oh man, which one was that? It's over there. It was the Pit Viper, the one that was flown around the moon or whatever, or in the solar system. That's where it was aged. I don't know, whatever gimmicky thing that was. That stuff's terrible. I didn't like that one.
Mm.
Everybody comes out here and tries it, don't like it either. So, but this was actually pretty good.
Yeah, I'm trying to. I mean, I could probably get the almond a little bit on the very back end, a little bit, kind of just sort of like breathe it in. But I'm not getting all the different notes and everything that they're calling for.
I never really do.
But again, I've mentioned that in one of the other bourbons that we did and everything. I think it's all about interpretation of how you're drinking it, how you're basically going. Because, like, you get this. We've done them in
Glencairns.
the Glencairns, where it gets down to a certain amount and you start kind of smelling it, you can almost smell the notes. It's like you need just a very little bit in there to get everything they're talking about. But for those that want to drink it, okay, you're going to put in a good shot's worth. Probably put some ice in there if you're on the rocks or something like that. Most people aren't really going to be sniffing all in there trying to get everything out of it. You buy it to drink it. I've never had the Liquid Death mountain water, so I don't know what that tastes like. So I don't know whether that's interpreted in this, whether it just sort of meshes in, blends in, whatever. To each their own. But for 86 proof, this is actually not that bad. It is smooth. Me probably maybe a couple ice cubes or whatever, just to kind of sip. It does have a slight chill in it, being down here. But it's not bad.
No, and we're not like by any means bourbon snobs and whiskey snobs. We don't have that kind of palate and nose to tell people that stuff. We're just two average guys that will buy stuff and we'll read the reviews and go on the company site and see what they say it's supposed to taste like. But all in all, it's not bad. I give this 8 out of 10. Yeah, I could definitely sit outside all night with this and smoke a cigar. It has almost like an Ambriana finish. I know a lot of people do not like that finish. It's kind of a little sweet, but that's kind of almost what this reminds me of, like the Penelope Rio and stuff like that. I like it though. So
apples and cinnamon, no. But smelling this thing like repeatedly, I could see where they might get a little bit of a cinnamon-esque on the back end, but definitely not an apples and cinnamon. But again, maybe if it was down lower or something, maybe that does that. But I'm trying to get a little bit of whatever you want to call it, snobbery. But yeah, all in all, 86 proof. For being what it is, the collaboration. Like I said, I don't know if I'm supposed to be tasting anything on that. I'm more of a mixer. I would probably mix this with something. I'd probably throw in some Sprite or some, maybe even get more of the Liquid Death and a little bit more in there. So, me personally, I would probably give this more or less a 7 because I'm not one that would probably drink this regularly, and I'm not, I'd probably take a shot every now and then, or like I said, put some ice cubes in it, probably smoke a cigar, drink this casually from that point. Just kind of, it doesn't have a hard burn, so I can actually sip this. But yeah, for me, it'd be more of a mixer. So for me, it'd be a 7.
well, there you have, folks. That is the Whistlepig collaboration with Liquid Death Gravestock. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you had it, drop a comment, let us know. I think it's pretty good. Glad I picked it up. So put this up down at Corwell Liquors. But as always, drink responsibly. Do not drink and drive. If you're not subscribed to the channel, subscribe. Whistlepig would appreciate that for us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely don't drink and drive after drinking a bunch of this.
Nope.
That will catch up on you.
All right, folks. We will see you guys next time for the next drink review.